Yo, what is up you guys? Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I'm Scott and this is my channel. So today I wanted to do a mixture of stories from my childhood. So basically I'm going to give like I guess multiple stories, like they're short, but they're like it's of what I can remember from my childhood, from when I was younger. But before we get started, I want to say that I changed my my areas, like my YouTube filming space. I guess I changed it up to my room, so that's why you probably see this thing right here. That's my bed, and I added this salt rock lamp and a candle and a little back thing to sit it on. I'm still working on it, but eventually it'll be good. I want to add like maybe some pictures and some lights up here and all that stuff, but we're not talking about that. So let's get on to the video. Okay, so for the first story, I think I want to talk about the first one that I can remember is when I was about I was in kindergarten, and it was when I lived in Atlanta. So I went to this school. I don't want to say the name of the school for like reasons, I don't know. But I went to this school, and like, you know, like a regular kindergarten time, we went there to learn, we had nap time, recess, all that stuff. So basically, the summary of this story, I had my own stalker. Like, I had my own stalker during this. Okay, so it was this guy, I don't remember what his name was. I was in kindergarten, I barely could spell my own name. So, it was like one day, I don't remember the day, because it was in kindergarten again, and I couldn't even spell my own name. I guess it was around like nap time, when we were about to go to sleep, and then after nap time, we had went out to recess. So that's what like you usually did. You went to sleep, and then you went to recess, and then you came back in and learned some more. So I was going to sleep, and I opened my eyes, and there's this guy right there, and I'm like, who are you? So then I like move, like, so I get up and I move. He gets up and moves. So I'm like, are you getting me right now? So I don't think anything really of it at the point, and I go back to, then I go to sleep. I don't care. And then I wake up, and then he's still there. So then we go outside, and he goes outside. I go somewhere else. He goes somewhere else. So basically, he's following me around like the whole entire day, and I'm like, who are you? But then eventually I got away from him, and then we went home, and that was summary of that story. Basically, I had my own stalker. So for story number 2, I remember this vividly because I was in about first grade, and this is when I moved. I don't go to that school anymore. I go to a different school. And so I was at the park, I was at the playground, and I was in like my own apartment complex. Now I don't live there anymore. I moved into like a house and all that stuff. But in the apartment complex, there was like wood everywhere. So basically the whole thing was made out of wood, like the playground, not the apartments. The playground was made out of like wood. So I was like sliding on the wood. It was like this wood bridge to get off, but it was like curved. So I slid off of it, and I got splinters in my butt. That was like the worst thing ever, like to ever happen to me. Like, I was in like so much pain, that I had to walk home with splinters in my butt and go to my mom and tell her I got splinters in my butt. It was so embarrassing, but she had to pull them out because I couldn't pull them out. I couldn't see where they were. I could just feel where they were. I knew where they were. They were in my butt, and they hurt really bad. So I had to, but before I went home, this was the most embarrassing part. I was at a summer camp, and the summer camp was like in my complex. Like, there's like this little thing that I don't want to get into, but I had to tell her I got splinters in my butt, I need to go home. So she goes, you got splinters? I was like, yeah. So she was like, okay, go home and talk to your mom, whatever. So I go home and I talk to my mom. I'm like, Mom, I have splinters in my butt. She's like, what? How did you do that? I'm like, I slid off the thing that was made out of wood. And she's like, So then she had to take the splinters out, and I went back to the park after that. Story number 3 was at the same place, and I remember this too, but not all the way, because I was There's like two stories like almost about the same thing that I'll tell, and I'll tell the next one. I'll tell after this. But so basically, I was running. I was at the same apartment complex, and I was running around, and I ran into a pole and hit my head on the pole. That was like, I don't know what happened. Like I hit it and I blacked out, and I don't know what happened. Like I just remember me waking up and I was crying, and I was on the ground. I was like, and I had like a huge knot on my forehead. It was so embarrassing. Like I did not want to go outside. I didn't want to do nothing. I wanted to stay in the house. Like it was so crazy. Like it was just like huge. Like it was like this, but like here and out. Like it was out a few. Like it was maybe out like an inch or two, and it was pretty big. But after that, I had to get ice. They called my mom in, and I went home again. And then the next story that has to kind of deal with on the same basis of blackouts. I was in third grade, and I went to this sort of private school, but not private. It was still public, but you had to like test to get into the school or pay. And I tested to get in, so I made it in. And so I was going there, and when we went to recess, we used to play kickball. So basically, if you don't know what kickball is, it's where it's like baseball almost, but the person rolls the ball and then the other person kicks the ball and the other person tries to catch it. Like the people in the outfield try to catch the ball and then hit you with it, so then you're out. So basically, I kicked it. No, so I had already kicked it, and it's almost the same as baseball. It's like the first base, second base, third base, home plate, all that stuff. And so I was at third base and I was ready to run. And mind you, it had just rained that day. Like we had came outside and it had just finished raining, so the ground was wet and we played on grass. So I was running and I slipped, hit my head on the grass. Like it was really close to the concrete. I blacked out. I was crying when I woke up. I was crying, and I just got up and I was like, I don't know what's going on. Like I was like looking around everywhere and I did not know where I was. I didn't know what was going on. So then the teachers came and got me, and I had to go inside and go to the nurse. The nurse just gave me ice, like all nurses do, because they can't give you anything else. Oh my god, okay, that brings me to another story. Okay, so this actually happened my freshman year, which was like a few months ago. Like this was this year. So my chest, it like was like tingling, but it was like itching. Like, have you ever like, I don't know how to describe it. Like if you had like an itch, but it was like inside of like your body, like it's like, I don't know, I have it a lot, but I'm like having it like in my legs, and it's like when I itch I have to like hit my hand for it to stop itching. So but this was like inside of my chest, and I was like my chest is like itching like really bad, and it's like hurting, and I want to go like, well, I don't know what's wrong with me. So my teacher goes, do you want to go to the nurse? I go, the first time I was like, no, I want to text my mom and ask her like what's happening. And then he goes, oh no, don't text your mom, you can't text her, she probably doesn't know what to do with it. So I'm like, what? So then I sit there and I'm like, okay, I need to go to the nurse. So I go to the nurse and I tell the nurse, I go, yeah, my chest is like, it's like itching like on the inside like really badly. And she goes, what? And I go, my chest is itching bad on the inside. I sounded crazy, but I really was itching like on the inside of my chest. And it was so crazy. And she took me in the other room and she was like, yeah, just lift your shirt up. I want to see if like you have like any rashes or anything. And she's like, do you think you have any rashes that you know? It's like, no, I don't think so. So I lift up my shirt and there's no rashes, there's no anything. So she goes, what laundry detergent do you use? Has she changed your laundry detergent in the past like week or so? And I was like, no. And so she was like, I don't know what's wrong with you, but I can give you ice. She goes, I can give you ice. Ice, like really ice? But that's really like literally what all the nurses do. Like I was sick, she's like, oh, here's some ice, it'll help you a lot, I promise. I'm like, really, are you serious right now? I don't think so. I don't think that's gonna help me either way. I was just thinking, do you guys like my hat? I got this off Amazon for like, it was like really cheap. It was like $2.50. It was $2.50. Like I promise you. I just searched up dad hats and it was like the first thing that popped up and I was like, but it takes forever to come, and I ordered this like by the time I ordered my tripod came 2 days later, and that was like last month. At this point, I don't have any more stories that I can exactly like think of or that I had on hand. I've already told them all. So that was the end of this video. If you like this video, make sure to give it a big thumbs up and subscribe to my channel, and make sure to hit the post notifications bell to get notified when I upload a video every Thursday and Sunday. So yeah, that's in my video. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and just stay lit. That's all I gotta say. Bye.